watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller. And today I have for us a Seiko Prospex Speedtimer that, I have to be perfectly honest, I did not see this release. As much as a watch enthusiast as I am, there are certainly models that get released and they get by me, and this is definitely one of them. I saw this one hit our sales floor. I wasn't sure what it was and had to do a little bit of research. And so what we're looking at here is the Seiko Prospex Speedtimer World Athletics Championship Limited Edition. The games are being held in Oregon this year, 2022. And this is a limited production of 400 models. So very small production run for the games. And you can see here on the case back, World Athletics Championships, Oregon 22, official timekeeper, and we do have our limited edition. These are individually numbered, which again, I like seeing on limited edition models where it's not just one of. I'm trying to find where it's at. I can see the limited edition up here and the number right here on the bottom. So 400 of them. So pretty unique. The thing I noticed most right off the bat is the texture of the dial. And going to Seiko's site and taking a look at it, the dial is a black dial that is supposed to represent the running track at the legendary Hayward Field in Oregon, where the games are being held. So I really appreciate that dial. And just any texture to dial, I'm a huge fan of. I also like the yellow coloring off of that black dial with your chrono hand and your 30-minute counter hand here at your sub dial at 9 o'clock. So the case dimensions, I measured diagonally across above the crown. So essentially like from 2 to 8 almost at 42.3 millimeters. So almost 42 and a half. I measured it at 15.3 millimeters thick, 49.7 from lug tip to lug tip. We have a 20 millimeter lug width, tapering down to 18 millimeters before you get to your fold over style deployment style clasp. And again, you have the exhibition case back. And this is using the caliber 8R46, obviously a chronograph movement, roughly 45 hours of power reserve. And you have an unsigned, non-screw down crown. And we're gonna have 100 meters of water resistance on this model. Again, just from reading the model here, and I should give you the model number. It's SRQ041. SRQ041 is the model number on this. And I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on this. Again, just from reading the Seiko website, the Speedtimers I am familiar with, and they are inspired by Seiko's first precision chronographs from used in international sports competition from 1964 and 1969. So there is some history with the Speedtimer. Overall, I do think it's a really aesthetically pleasing watch. Being that there's only 400 of these, if you have anything related to the games itself, I think it's a really cool kind of momentum from the games if you're an athlete or a parent of an athlete, even a spectator that just happens to go. So only 400 of them. I'm sure they will go relatively quickly. Let me take a look at the chrono movement. You do have your constant running seconds hand here at the 3 o'clock sub dial, and then you're gonna have a 30-minute counter here at your 9 o'clock. So while that's running, I'll give you a quick shot on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Give you a loom shot too here in a second. It is a little tall. You know, some of your chronographs are going to be a little thicker, obviously at 15.5. Not overly thick compared to some others. Quick loom. As always, greatly appreciate it. Watching these videos, let me know what you think of this model, and I'll see you in the next video.